We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tyler Chatwood is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Coming to the plate now, Billy Hamilton. He will lead this one off today.
Center fielder number 6, Billy Hamilton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. He's really quite a ball player. He's been on base a lot this year, and when he gets on, he's always looking to steal a bag. He's stolen 30 already this season, and we're not even finished yet.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he just misses with a curveball. Chatwood, 28 years old. He was taken in the second round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Peraza is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Hit out towards second. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now for the Reds, Avisail Garcia. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. There's a strike. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Peraza stands at first with one out. One and one.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Runners off for second. Pitch misses. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Back in standing. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Runner at second here with one man out. Missed with a breaking ball.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In is Joey Votto now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. And the run will score as the Reds strike first to lead it 1-0. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 7 homers, 39 driven in. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Ripped down the first base line, and Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. The throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Into the box now, number 15, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Here it comes, 1-0. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the run will score from second here, as this is now a 3-0 game. And now 3 consecutive hits here in the top of inning number 1, and these hometown fans are starting to wonder what's happening out there. Standing in now, Jesse Winker, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Redlegs have added on. It's now a 5-0 game. And as the folks here at Wrigleyville are prone to do, that home run ball will make its way right back onto left field. So there. Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He's the 8th man to bat here in the first with 5 runs already up on the scoreboard. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Now the 0-1. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Lifted the other way to left center. Contreras there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Reds out in front 5-0. Hyunjin Ryu, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Into the box, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fielder, George Springer.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
The next Cub up, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Two pitches fouled away. One out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Bryant leads off first with one away. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
That's 2-1. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu, he's 3 for 9. He's taken him deep once.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Hit in the air to right field. Garcia has a read on it. 2 down. Here's Javier Baez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Now a snap move over to first. A dive, but he's back. I'm set with the 0-1. Hit hard. Foul. Here it comes, 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
The 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. The Reds lead it 5-0. So here's the Reds pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. The pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Russell over to his left. Two gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
And here's Jose Peraza, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit out towards second. Slide and a stop by Baez. Wow. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds, as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here's Addison Russell, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-0 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Line towards center field. Hamilton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And guys, let's focus our attention on center fielder Billy Hamilton, a pitcher's dream out there covering gap to gap. He makes the extraordinary play look routine. Seriously, probably the best range of any center fielder in the game.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming, here it is. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 1-0 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Winker is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7th, catcher, Victor.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
2 out, nobody on. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is the guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So in now for Chicago, Tyler Chatwood. Here comes the first pitch. Up around the face. Here's a strike. This is flared out towards second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloudgate there, a popular tourist destination in Millennium Park.
Leading out for Cincinnati.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Avisail Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Joey Votto. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 3-1 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Russell has it on the first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Cooter
Riding in once again, Scooter Gennett. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike to Gennett. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1. Number 15 would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Baez fields it cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He'll be trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished with a 4-for-5 line at the plate. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Absolutely jump all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Here's George Springer.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Hamilton on the move. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. A base hit in his first trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Grounded to the right. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Cubs are down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 15, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Ready to take his hacks again, Jesse Winker, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And he misses there, 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. That misses, 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. 3-1 now as that misses down and in. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he goes back to the cutter here. 3-2.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. Ball 2 now.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Now the 2-0. And a swing here on 2-0 as this is in the air out to straightaway center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Into the box, Billy Hamilton. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Lined hard toward right center. But this will be run down out there in the alley. A nice play by the center fielder for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 on its way. And he misses with it. 1-1. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
On the ground to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Digging in to try it again. Addison Russell comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 1-2. Seared down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. The 2-2 one more time. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Ripped down the line. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Two balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Russell, the runner at first with 2 gone. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Ready once again, Jose Peraza. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. But this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Right fielding.
So here is Avisail Garcia, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Dad, it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. Nope. 3-0. Here it comes, the 3-0. Hit down the third baseline. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
In is Joey Votto now. He's running. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners on first with 1 down. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. On the move again from first. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And this one misses Devato as he'll reach. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in once again, Scooter Gennett. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Sent on the ground out to second. There's Baez. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Reds are on top, 5-0. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. First pitch on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. And that one stayed too low apparently.
No strike.
Three and 0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. The numbers on the year: 272, 8 home runs, and 37 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Caratini gets his lead at first, nobody out. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
In the dirt, and now let's see. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 5.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. First offering on its way. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Hard on the ground toward short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hey now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, George Springer. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. 2 out here and a runner at second. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Two and 0. Here it is. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-0 pitch. It's the outside corner, strike 1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roy. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
This is line to left. Winker is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run here on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. 5 innings complete. Reds out in front, 5-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 38, Mike Montgomery.
Ready now for Cincinnati, number 15. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Third baseman, number 15.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. The 1-0 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Jesse Winker will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
I mean, you want to talk about doing your job and getting paid for it. There it is right there. Unselfish AB trying to work his guy from second to third. And, oh, what do you know? Knock for yourself.
Stepping in now, Hyunjin Ryu, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
A ball and a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
And there's ball 2 now. Lifted in the air out to right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there. But, man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat, it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Barnhart at second. Ryu at first with no outs. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
One and two, the count to Billy Hamilton. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2 and 2 though.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Jose Peraza will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit on the ground to third. And a good throw gets him, one gone.
The batter, number 9.
And here's Jose Peraza. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. This one's down to third. Bryant's got it, and there's out number 2.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Digging in and looking for more, Avisail Garcia. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first base line. A foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
2 balls and a strike now. Second and third, 2 away. Ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Ready for another shot now. Joey Votto, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
0-1 count and the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Reds lead this one 7-1. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two and 0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0 home. Ground ball right into the shift. Fielded by Jeanette, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 7-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Leading off for the Reds, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
A curveball that catches the inside corner. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
In now, number 15.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. High pop up. Rizzo calls for it. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Into the box, Jesse Winker. Fouled away. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're on top 7-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Homer Bailey is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 34.
Eugenio Suarez is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Striding in once again, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Still 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2. Push softly over toward the right side. Oh, but right to Votto at the bag. Good reactions there for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Caratini. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch on its way. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield.
Tommy La Stella will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. No home runs as of yet, and a dozen RBIs. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. Line drive to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder, Albert.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. La Stella leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 7-1. Pedro Strop comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Digging in and looking for more, Tucker Barnhart. His career line against Pedro Strop, he's gone 3 for 6. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
One and one to Tucker Barnhart. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. 1 out, nobody on.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-2. On the ground, a second for Baez. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Billy Hamilton. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They're on top 7-1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, George Springer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hamilton is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're down 7-1. And here's Jose Peraza. His career line against Pedro Strop. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Two and 0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Hey. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he rips it on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Popped him up. Bryant shading to his right. 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Phil Gosselin will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Sent on the ground out to second. Baez has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Reds 8 and the Cubs 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 53, Dan Alcantara.
Here's Javier Baez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. A bouncer to the left side. Peraza has it. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison.
Here's Addison Russell. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. One out, nobody on. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Altavilla, a right-hander standing just under 6 foot at 5'11". He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
2-1 to count. Now the 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Line to the right side, but foul.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a fastball just a bit up.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Jason Hayward will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Jason Hayward.
Right over the middle, knee high. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Hayward sitting under 300, but not by a lot. And as pitchers go, that's really an impressive number.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Behind 0-2 now. Count remains at 0-2. Russell on second. Caratini on at first with 2 down. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Digging in to try it again, Albert Almora. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. Cincinnati came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Hyunjin Ryu earns his 8th victory of the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 8 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. They left